Hello everyone. It's Wednesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm Doug. It's time for our Word Game Wednesday live stream. Here we go. I see a bunch of people already in the chat. I see Jasmine Hamilton. How you doing, Jasmine? Hope you're having a great week so far. Brandon B. Plays. I see Karthik. I see Burnt. I see Arthur Clay. I see Tiger Woods. I see Affy SWE 2468. I see Nate Plays. I see existing faces, new faces, all sorts of faces. Starries is here. The whole crew is here. Thank you everyone for coming out. I'm going to be flying solo for the first half of the stream. Jordan, how you doing? Good to see you. Our producer, Cassandra Hammerstone, is taking care of some issues outside of the channel and will be joining us a little bit later. So I apologize if I have to pause a bit, if I need to moderate anything. I'm doing my best, but I know we'll all have a good time. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. Hope you're enjoying everything going on. Hope you guys had a chance to check out the video I posted Monday. A little bit of a departure from puzzle games. A new series I call Reclaiming Retro. It's a different take on retro video games. Everyone does the same video about Nintendo and Mario Brothers and yada yada yada, and I hip checked a grandma at a yard sale to make money reselling some Nintendo tapes. That's like 99.999% of old video game content on YouTube, and I really wanted to do something different. I wanted to do some storytelling, talk about my own upbringing and how games interacted with that and things I found curious. So we did an episode about Atari. Sunday. I stand corrected. Thank you for keeping me honest. I posted that on Sunday, not Monday. Where's my... So I will tell you that I have received the package that was talked about in that first video, and we made a video, the follow-up video, the unboxing, and I can tell you that Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern will be the debut of the second part of that little presentation, the big reveal, as it were. So 5 p.m. Eastern, it'll drop. We're going to do maybe like a premiere chat kind of thing with it. I'm trying to figure out the details on it. But I hope you guys, if that's your sort of cup of tea, will join us. I do appreciate that, and thank you for everyone for the feedback. I do appreciate that. But I know the preponderance of you are here for the word games and the fun, so let's get to that. Thank you for indulging my little 2 or 3 minute advertisement as we kicked us off. We're going to do the classics. We did a game called Wordle for several weeks, and I realized there was an open source version of the very same game called Gauntletol. It doesn't have all the wacky ads and obnoxiousness, but it's basically the same thing as Wordle. You get 5 puzzles you got to do. We get to choose the opening word for the first puzzle, and then for the second through the 5th puzzles, we have no choice. For the second, third, and 4th puzzle, the solve for the previous puzzle is automatically filled in for you, and then if you get to the 5th one, the solves for the first 4 puzzles are automatically added to that 5th puzzle, and you only get 2 guesses. So it's kind of a cool situation. Starry's right there, wanting to start with yeast, and as the first person to come in, yes, we will start the Gauntletol with yeast. A couple very quick things before we get started. I know there's some new faces this week, and I do appreciate that. The rules of the road here are audience participation is encouraged. If you think you know the answer, feel free to shout it out. There's no real point system or prizes. It's just your own happiness of being able to participate and enjoy some fun with us. We keep it light, friendly. We don't do politics or religion or divisive topics. Please don't engage in any of that. But aside from that, it's all about having some fun tonight from roughly about 2 hours each and every Wednesday 7 p.m. Eastern time. So there you go. All the stuff out of the way, and now we can actually enjoy having some fun with the puzzles. Starries was first asking for the word yeast. So our gauntlet that we open with traditionally, we will start with the word yeast. Let's see what that gets us here. Yeast, interestingly, gets us a Y, an A, and an S, all out of position. So we are looking for a new word that has S, A, and Y in it. Again, obviously in different positions is presented here. So I will open up the floor. Burnt comes in right away with spray, which is kind of interesting. I find that interesting. Saggy is also good. Abyss, a lot of good guesses right off the bat. I will go with spray. That was the first one that came in, and it looked interesting to me. So spray gets us an S and a Y in position with an A by process of elimination we now know is in the second spot. So we're looking for something with S-A blank blank Y. I see sandy. I see sappy. Well, we know it's not sappy because we looked at the P. It could be sandy or sadly. So I see those. It could also be savvy. We have a few different possibilities. Saucy, saggy. As you can see, there's a lot of different possibilities here. So let's see. I guess if nothing else, I feel like I kind of like sadly because it's taking out two fairly common letters. Salty. Well, no, salty won't work because we looked at the T. So there's no T's in there. There's also the possibility of looking at a test word, like vouch has interesting possibilities, as Burnt points out. It would perhaps get us the answer between saucy, savvy. Wouldn't necessarily give us sadly or shaggy. Yeah, there's a lot of different things. So we have to choose something. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make the choice for sadly. Something about that just sort of called to me. There was sadly. Okay, so I got lucky there because his chat has pointed out there was probably 6 or 7 possibilities there at least. But we went with sadly, took a leap of faith, and it was a good decision. Sadly gets me to the A and the L, out of position. Out of position. And I see a few guesses coming in. I see Brandon is looking at the word plank. That looks interesting to me, so we'll try plank. Plank does get me the L in position and an A out of position. So we've got a little more insight as to where that A might be. So there's some possibilities there. I'm going to take a guess right now. I'm going to go with the word alive. Alive is not the answer. However, I have found the spot where the A lives. So we know now that we have AL blank, blank, blank. There's a bunch of possibilities. I see aloft. I see allow. I see a line won't work because we looked at the I. So I see there's a bunch of people aligning, no pun intended, around aloft. I see a few, looks to be a couple votes for that. There's a lot of good guesses here. Hey, Chroma, how you doing? Good to see you. Chroma's guest album. There's a lot here. I'm going to go with aloft just because I've seen a couple votes for it. But these are all very worthy guesses. Let's see what aloft gets me. Aloft does give me the intel that there's a T in the third or the fourth spot. So just doing a quick look at the existing other guesses I have, it does not fit with the existing list of guesses that I have in front of me. We're looking for something with AL and T in the third or the fourth spot. Alter. David has suggested alter, which is interesting to me. Could potentially have a double A. A couple people are coming around the altar, so to speak. I'm willing to go with that. Now, we have to be careful here. We are only going to have one guess after this if it's not correct. It is, in fact, correct. So we're in good shape. We were getting a little close to the edge there, but we got through it. Alter now brings us to the third word, and L, T, and R all out of position here. All out of position. There you go. Trill. Interesting. Trill. Twirl. Twirl and trill. Blurt. I'm seeing, flirt. Another possibility. No, flirt, we looked at the L in the second position, so we're not going to have flirt work. I feel like I want to, I'm between trill and twirl. So here's the thing. Trill and twirl were the first two ones. The only reason I'm going to go with twirl here is I'm getting more unique letters looked at. That's the only reason. So we're going to go with twirl. Twirl does fit the T in position in the first spot, and we still have the R and L out of position. So we are looking at T words now. Troll won't work because we looked at the L at the end. So we've got that to consider. The L is going to be either in the third or the fourth spot. But it will not be, there will be no L in the fifth spot here. Truly. Truly is very interesting here. It certainly fits. Makes a lot of sense, actually. I can see here that chat is definitely coalescing around truly. So I think we're going to go with truly. And there it is, truly. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so that brings us to our fourth word in this week's. I'm still going to affectionately call it hurdle. I know I should be calling it gauntlettle, but that sounds like it's just very awkward to say. So there you go. Truly, in the fourth puzzle now, has a T and an L out of position. I see lathe, plate, delt, slate, glint. Wow, a lot. Tim Pending Doom, welcome back. Tim Pending Doom has a record second to none on this stream, and for that reason, I'm going to find myself on this particular time. I would like to try Tim Pending Doom's word glint. Glint does get us the N and T locked in position, and the L is going to be either in the first or third position. I have a feeling it's going to be in the first position. So yeah. Jordan, Leant. Yeah, it looks like we're all coming around to that. I think we're correct too. There we go. So that gets us to the final puzzle of this particular game. And as you can see here, the answers from the previous four puzzles are auto-filled, whether we like it or not, and we only get two guesses. And boy, this definitely looks like it's going to be very tricky. Oh, and there's the bots. One moment. Let me see if I can get the bots out of here. Hang on, please. I'm working on it. Give me a moment, please. Okay. I've noticed, by the way, that pretty much all YouTube live streams have this problem, no matter how big or small the streamers are. And I don't understand how Yahoo. Well, yeah, maybe Yahoo should fix it. I'm really perplexed as to how YouTube has not been able to sort this out. Yeah, I'm very confused on that. But anyhow, okay, what do we have here? Theme. We have theft, we can't, theft won't work because we've evaluated the T at the end. So theme, perhaps. Twice, perhaps. I like both. And now I'm trying to think theme versus twice. So with theme, we're basically evaluating the H, E, and M. With twice, we are evaluating W, I, C, E. So there's like a little bit more evaluation I can do with twice. Although Tim Pending Doom wants theme. And so it's hard to go against the established track record, as Tiger Woods correctly points out here. So maybe that's the difference maker. I think it might be. We're going to go and spend one of our two guesses on theme. And what do we get? Oh, well, it wasn't theme, but we did correctly figure out that there's no double E, and it's a T blank 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 E word. So twice could in fact be the answer here. We only get one guess, and I suppose that's what we're going to go with, twice. Yeah. So is that in fact our solve? It is. Ooh, wow. Well, that was close. Ooh, a little closer for comfort than we're used to, but there you go. It's good times. Good times. Now, here's an interesting decision point that we have. When we were working with the Wordle version of this game, the more kind of commercial version, I do not believe it had the option to do like a practice mode or what have you. This one lets you play as much as you want. So the question I will have for the chat, and I will leave it to the chat, do we want to move on to traditional Wordles? Or would you guys and gals like to play one more of the gauntlet? I will leave that to chat to vote. Do we move on, or do we do one more of these? I do leave that to the audience here. You can play custom hurdles, okay. Another gauntlet. I've got a couple people for that. One to move on to Hello Wordle, which is the Wordles. What's the drink of the week? That's a good question. Another gauntlet. So 3 people, 4 to, all right. Okay, it looks like the consensus is to do one more. We'll do it. So we will do that. Play again. Karthik asked, what is the drink of the week? Good question. This week we are drinking diet ginger ale. And I don't have the... I might have the can. Hold on. Let's find out the brand. I want you to know, I am not being compensated for this. But if the good folks at Canada Dry would like to consider sponsoring this broadcast, it is brought to you by Canada Dry Zero Sugar Ginger Ale. So there you go. I figure the Canadians, the dry Canadians, probably have quite a lot of money to throw around, so that they're more than welcome to sponsor this broadcast. Thank you for that question. I'm happy to answer it. Brandon wants to start with PHPHT. Brandon. Tiger wants decor. I see a ghost, cloud, apple, mouse. Everybody has something they want to do. Here's the thing. I want everyone to get some chances to have some participation. I believe, Jasmine, if you are not a new user, you've been here not as often as some of the other folks, and I do appreciate you coming out, Jasmine. So I'm going to use your first guess, Cloud, Jasmine. We'll start with Cloud today, or for this particular gauntlet. Cloud gets, if I was a NASCAR driver, Canada Dry would be his logo. Maybe. I mean, again, I guess it comes down to, will they pay? Will they sponsor me? Will they write a check? I imagine there's some things I wouldn't sponsor, or I wouldn't be okay with sponsoring me. But by and large, if I was a NASCAR driver, I suspect most sponsors would be on the table if you paid me. So there you go. Moist. We're gonna do moist in a moment. What's my favorite sport? Boy, I love baseball. I love hockey. It's been I haven't gotten too deeply into hockey or baseball, but I'd say those are probably my favorite sports. We moved the O over one with moist. I'm seeing poopy. Soapy. We disqualified Soapy with the S in moist. Primo. Oh, yeah, Primo. Indeed. Now, we've evaluated the I in moist, so I think unfortunately, we can't do Primo. Torch, Roe. Goodness gracious. Goner would work. TD Jake suggests Goner. I believe that would... No, Goner won't work because we looked at the O in the second position. I'm sorry. I apologize. AFFE, SWE, 2468. Often, we looked at the T in moist. Brooke, no. Brown. Yeah, see, we can't have the O in the second or the third position. Burnt has Huron. That actually fits. We could try that. Okay, so with Huron, we get R and O in position and an E out of position. An E out of position. So there we go. We've made a little bit of forward movement on this one. Goodness, I'm trying to think. When was the last time? Thinking about between words here. Oh, error is very interesting. Everyone seems to be onto error. I think that's a good call. Yep, there it is. It is error. Well done. So, folks, error, unfortunately, gives us the big proverbial goose egg on the second puzzle, which gives us the ability to just say, all right, it's time for a fresh... So now here's a rare situation where we can pick the starting word. What do we have here? I see stain. I see daunt. A couple of stains and a slain. Apply. I've seen two people with stain, so I think we're going to go with stain here. What does stain get me? Well, stain gets me an I in position and an A out of position, so it's something. I guess we'll take it. I thought it was Ephron. Okay. Chroma comes in with snail. Unfortunately, we looked at the A in the third position, as we did with the S and N. Mafia. Mafia is interesting. Magic, also interesting. Affix. I think I'm going to go with Jordan in Magic here. Let's try Magic. Look at that. Like magic, Jordan with the win. Bringing us to the third puzzle. Just like magic. And we get ourselves an I out of position. So a good start there. Good start. Interesting. So I do see some guesses. I see point. I see print. Biddy. Drive. Drink. Piper. Prize. I'm gonna go with let's try the first guess we had, point. Point does get me I and N in position with a T out of position. So that's good. Let's see here. Take another sip of my beverage while we contemplate. I see stink. I see think. I see a lot of think. Everyone seems to be coalescing around think. Let's go with that. There it is. It's think. Very well done. A very esteemed collection of wordlers here tonight. Noted internet wordlers right here. Think gets us an H and an N out of position. Trying to remember the last time I was at a hockey game. I currently live in the Northeast. I used to live in Florida and in the Central Florida area. And we had a minor league hockey team called the Orlando Solar Bears in Florida. And I would love going to those games at the Amway Center, which is the Orlando Sports Arena. That was a lot of fun. Minor league hockey was cool because they had a lot of sort of goofy promotions, and it didn't take itself overly seriously, but it was still good hockey. So very entertaining, fun stuff. Honey, North, Watch, Ranch, a lot of good possibilities here. I find myself drawn to Chroma's suggestion, Honey. Let's give that a go. Honey, it is not the answer, but we did get the H and N locked into position, so that was a good situation. And then I see that one of the suggestions Nate Plays had was hands. Yes, the Orlando Solar Bears are an ECHL team. So I think we're going to go with Nate Play's suggestion next for hands. No, that did not get us any new insight, unfortunately. Did not get us new insight. And now I'm seeing calls for the word hunch, which I think we could give a shot at. It is hunch. Fantastic. And so now the final puzzle. The good news is we have 3 letters locked in, U, I, and C, in the 2nd, 4th, and 5th positions, respectively. It's not tunic, obviously, because we looked at the T and the N. Cubic or pubic. That is certainly possible. I guess you could say a 50-50 here between cubic and pubic. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and try cubic, knowing that we probably have ourselves a 50-50. And there it is, cubic. So we did it. Well done, well done. Good stuff. I do enjoy this this game, and maybe we'll play 2 of them to open the show again next week. It's a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed that quite a bit. We will move along here. So we do have your traditional Wordles. We have Quordles and Octordles all to get to here. So let's move along here to this little open source Hello Wordle. You can get to it at Hello Wordle, ORDL.net. Obviously, it is a traditional Wordle clone where you can choose the length of the words. So the traditional Wordle is 5. It goes all the way up to 11 if you're feeling very if you're a glutton for punishment, I suppose. And so what we will traditionally do is play a few 5-letter games, and then try maybe a couple 6-letter games, and maybe 1 or 2 longer ones as well. So that sort of thing. Brandon continues to want me to play PHPHT. I'll tell you what, Brandon. I will indulge you. Let's try a hard word challenge. Those who watch my channel know there's a few different series. One of them is called the Hard Word Starting Challenge, and maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. Sometimes I publish these where we'll take a very difficult word as kind of a handicap and try to work our way out. In this case, we have ourselves a T in position at the end. So there you go. There you go. Wordle. I don't know if it would take Wordle. Wish it would, but I'm not sure. I see snout. I see roast. Trait, boast. I like roast here. I feel like it's probably going to be the best letter combination to try. Roast gets me an R and an O out of position, so we're making a little bit more progress on this. So now we're looking for an O and an R. The O not in the second spot. That's what we're looking for next. Trout is interesting. Abort, trout, grout. I'm seeing a few different trouts. I also see front. Interesting. I'm seeing multiple trouts and multiple fronts. Now I'm gonna break the tie here. I feel like front is the best guess to start because I'm getting some evaluation done. But if front just locks in the O and nothing else, then I think, or actually the R in the O and nothing else, then perhaps trout. Okay, so that's interesting. We locked in the R, but not the O, which is not what we were expecting to happen. Jasmine, thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed your time. Hope we'll see you again soon. Jasmine, thank you so kindly for coming by. Tim Pennington, in the 11-letter version, you can get most of the letters you need in just 1 or 2 guesses. But it's hard to place the letters properly. Right. Yeah, 11-letter version is its own interesting challenge, to be sure. Orbit. Oh, everyone has found orbit, and I have to tell you, I do agree with orbit. I think that's clearly going to be what we've got. There it is, orbit. Cool. The Bussin' crew, thank you so much for coming by today. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're having a great week so far. Orbit indeed. All right, let's see here. I had a ton of requests. Let's see. Please start with Arthur Clay. Please start with smart logic. So I'm going down the line from when we started here. All right, I'll tell you what, Arthur. Let's see if we can make that happen. I'm just going to go in the order that the original flood of requests came in. It's a rare 1-2 punch here. Smart and logic gets me MRT out of position. I'll try and work through as many of these as I possibly can. Starting word requests here, as always. MRT Trump. It certainly is possible. It is a possibility. 3 Trumps. Okay. All right. Trump. 4 Trumps. Okay, well, if we got 4 Trumps, I certainly will go ahead and we'll give it a go. Nope. But we did move the TR and M around, so we now know more places the TRM are not. Meter is probably our next stop. There it is. It was meter. Oof. All right. There we go. Let me go back up here real quick. Let's see. Nate Plays has requested we start with drain. Okay, we'll try drain. Drain gets me the I and N in position and an A out of position. Oh, wow. Might actually take a very rare 2-minute break to go procure more Canada Dry Diet Ginger Ale. More free advertising, I guess. Alvin. I'm not sure if the chipmunks are a valid word. If they were, I would certainly give it a go. Alvin, basin, cabin, lots of basins. Basins everywhere. Yeah, you can't turn around without seeing a basin here, so I think I'm going to go with the crowd. Nope. No, but the B in the 3rd spot certainly tells me that we, in fact, were looking at cabin. There it is. It was cabin. It was cabin. It was cabin. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Cabin. Burnt wants to start with hello. All right, we'll start with hello. Hello gets me an E in position and an O out of position. You guys have asked me repeatedly over the last set of weeks my beverage of choice, and I'm kind of wondering, start with moron, what is your beverage of choice? I'm kind of curious to know what do you folks enjoy having, sipping on while enjoying Word Game Wednesday? I'd kind of like to know. I have Depot, Tenor, Decor, black coffee. All right, very nice, very nice. A couple of Decors. I think we're going to go with Decor. D, E, and O all in position. Gatorade. Yep, I do like the Gatorade. They have, I believe they make a zero sugar Gatorade, or maybe it's one of the different drinks that's like that. I've been known to partake in that from time to time. Depot and Demon, both excellent suggestions. I think Depot came in a little bit first, so let's try Depot. Not Depot, so then Demon is probably the next most likely one. Although there's not Detox because we looked at the T on Depot. So we'll try Demon. It is Demon. Look at that. Tiger drinks about a gallon of black coffee every day. Well, okay. Boy. I am a Detox. Yeah, I guess. You you must use the restroom quite often. I can only imagine. But hey, if it works, it works. I'm not going to argue with success, to be sure. Chroma has suggested that we do one with solar. I was about to ask, so we'll go with Chroma's suggestion for solar. Guess what? I am in a Mona Play Friday. What is a Mona Play? Congratulations, first and foremost, the bus and crew. Excellent to hear. A diuretic. Yes, that's what I was trying to reach in my brain. So there you go. I see Arise, a bunch of Arise. Tiger Woods is a human fire hose. Well, I mean, you said it, not me. Arise gets me R and S in position, A out of position. I got a funny feeling the A is probably in the third spot. I'm just going to go ahead and try Crash here. No, not Crash. But we do have the R, A, and S locked in. And so it's obviously not Brash either. Very good guesses. But we're looking for something else there. No H's. No H's. Grasp definitely has potential. Let's try Grasp. There it is. It's Grasp. Got it. Well done. Well done. Here's a suggestion. How about let's try, at this point, let's try a 6-letter word, shall we? Who's got a 6-letter word for me? I feel like trying a 6-letter word. I would like to try a 6-letter. Let's get one of those. Stance. All right, let's try stance. Stance gets me a T and an E out of position. So we're looking for a 6-letter word with a T and the E. I already see detail and scored and holder. Detail, we looked at the A. Scored, we looked at the S and the C. Bitter has some possibilities. You try bitter. Oh, wow, look at that. Bitter giving me the B, the T, the first T, E and R all in position. Wow. And Arthur Clay with Butler very quickly. Yeah, I think it's Butler. No, it's not Butler. I was really ready to give you the W right there. I guess not Bother. Okay, but it's got to be Bother, right? There it is. It's Bother. Excellent. Thank you, Bus and Crew, for the compliment. I do appreciate that. I love creating it, so I hope it shows. Bother it was. And I will, just a reminder for those who may be watching from the sidelines, you can come into chat and participate. We do ask that you hit the subscribe button. And obviously it helps the channel, but it also helps us keep some of the kind of, not all, as we've learned, not all of the bots, but some of them are kept at bay by doing these subscribe-only requirements. But we do appreciate you go ahead and hitting the subscribe button. It helps us out quite a bit. And then jump in and participate. You do not need to stay on the sidelines. If you want to, you can, of course. There's certainly not obligatory to jump in chat, but you are welcome to if you'd like, one and all. Okay. Let's see here. Karthik is looking for landed for start. I like it, and I think we're going to do it. Let's try landed. Ooh, look at that. Landed gets us N, D, and E all in position just to start us off, which is kind of cool. Good start right there. Good start indeed. Do I have a backup beverage? Is it the same one as the other one? I don't want to mix two beverages. That would be horrific. I honestly don't know what that is. Don't recall. All right. Sevens, when you have a beverage and you put some ice in it, and I make different iced teas and stuff, and they're not very different. They're subtle. And then it sits here in my studio while I'm working all day, and the ice melts, and then I don't know what I have. I'm sure I'm not the only one that suffers from that issue. I see a lot of hinder. I see about 3 different suggestions for hinder. I see wonder, minder, binder, but I think we're going to go with hinder here. Hinder gets me NDER, so we get one more letter locked in. And now I look at, so we can eliminate the stuff with I in it. So binder, hinder, minder, all exit the building. Wonder and render are still in bounds. Gender. So gender, render, fonder, wonder. Wow, we got a lot. Look at all the possibilities here. Your brother just spoiled the Wordle for you tomorrow. That's not cool. I am very much against spoilers for Wordle, because for so many folks, like, the daily Wordle is like just part of your routine now. And yeah, I'm not cool with that. Not good. Not good. Let's see. Well, I mean, we could put the O. We could lock in the O with any of these, right? So if we did, for example, if we did wonder, maybe we get lucky, but we most likely will lock the O in. Ooh, look at this. Wow. A bunch of our possibilities just went bye-bye with that O. So now, looks like we're at gender and render. So we're at gender and render, I think, is a 50-50. Yeah, gender, bender, or render, right? Gender, sender, bender, render. I don't know, vendor? Wow, look at that, fender. Sunder, oh my goodness. I feel like it almost makes sense to do an evaluation word here. Look at all the possibilities. So let's assume E, right, in the second position. That gives us render, tender, gender, fender, sender, bender. Wow, that's a lot. We only have 3 guesses, too. Too many. There's too many. We do need an eval word. So let's just think this through for a second, right? Let's take a moment. Let's gather the letters that we want to look at. We'll pass on the R. How about, T, S, F, G. Let's try TS. Can we get TSF? And let's try this. Here's what we're going to do. I'm making an executive decision here. We're going to do fights. That's going to get us F, G, T, and S. That's going to get us fender, gender, tender, and sender looked at for all intents and purposes. So we're going to do fights, and that will probably give us what we're looking for. And there we go. Look at that. Look at that. It gave us sender. Yep. That did it. There it is. Yeah, we were not gonna have enough guesses to go one at a time through the ender possibilities there, huh? Is it? I'm trying to look at the spelling here. Is that fig chicken or FLG chicken? Either way, hello, chicken. If I could call you chicken for short. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Apologies if I got your name incorrect. I'm an older fella that is squinting to look at the chat, and I sometimes can't tell the difference between an uppercase L and an I. It doesn't matter. We're just going to call you chicken, and not in a derogatory manner, in a very loving manner. How's that? Okay, as I start to run out of diet ginger ale, let's see. Widens. Do widens next. Sequoia. You know what, Chroma? I did promise a 7-letter Sequoia. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do one more 6-letter widens, and then we're going to pivot to Sequoia. So there you go. All right. Widens it is. E out of position. Little Pigeons. By the way, how you doing, Little Pigeons? Hey, Doug, I was watching your Quordle video in VR. Holy smokes. What is that like? How does that even work? All right, here's the deal. We need to take a second and talk about this, right? A few things. It's very important to me to be honest and open with the audience. I'm not a spring chicken. I'm middle-aged. I'm in my 40s. I will be completely honest, right? I do not own a VR headset. I love retro games. Will I at some point break down and get a VR headset? Of course I will. At some point I eventually will. I'll join the rest of the world. I'm not currently in possession of a VR headset. I have no idea what my content must look like through a VR headset. But now that you've mentioned it, I am completely fascinated to the point where maybe I will buy a VR headset just for the purpose of watching my silly stuff in VR. What, if you don't mind me asking, Little Pigeons, what brand of VR headset do you use? Because obviously that will somehow be compatible with YouTube. I gotta know, right? Let me get back to the puzzle. E out of position. I see breath and I see freaky. Let's try breath. My goodness, what does the daily Quordle video look like in a VR headset? Or could I actually produce something meant for VR? That would be crazy. R, E, and T, all out of position. Actually, let me see if I can get, I believe Cassandra Hammerstone's almost about to arrive. Can you bring down some ginger ale, please? Thank you. There we go. R-E-N-T out of position. I feel like retro will be a Wordle word someday. Of course it will. Oh, I'm sure it will. Cortex. Expert. Ooh, these are really good. Cortex and expert are both really good. You know what? I'm going to go with Cortex just because I feel like there's going to be some better evaluation there. Cortex gets me the T and the E locked in, 4th and 5th position respectively, with an R still out of position. So that's interesting. So we've ruled out Vortex. I do. Here's the things that I drink. I really try to keep a very low sugar diet for various reasons. I like unsweetened iced tea. I like different types of iced tea, and I love the diet ginger ale. Big fan of that. And Cassandra Hammerstone is here. She'll be in chat shortly. Give her a nice, fun welcome. She's blowing everyone kisses. So hopefully you're all okay with that. Well, we're going to keep it platonic, but she has greeted each and every one of you from across the studio. Where are we here? Gutter. Looks good. Gutter, Mutter, and Letter all looking very good here. I think I'm going to go with Gutter. That seemed to be in the first one. Gutter gets me T, T, E, and R all in position. It does rule out the U. It does keep Letter alive. We take Luster out of the equation. Letter is still alive. Little Pigeons, I curve the screen and put it to full screen. You're in like a black pit with a screen all up on you like a cinema. Oh, that is so wacky. I am so fascinated. Maybe I'll make a video of me watching myself in VR. Letter. Let's try Letter. As you can see, my lighting getting adjusted. There's Letter. That's the hallmark of Cassandra Hammerstone arrival, fixing some of the goof ups I did here. Letter, it is fantastic. Little Pigeons, I am. You've given me lots to think about. I'm fascinated so much by this subject. I don't know if VR is ready for Wordle or vice versa, but hey, you miss all the shots you don't take, as they say. Okay, so we promised Chroma that we promised last week that we would do Sequoia. Let's hope I can pronounce that or spell it correctly. I can. So Sequoia, it is a 7-letter Wordle. E and A out of position. Obviously, well, no, not obviously, but probably not a lot of surprise. The Q and the U not present, but we do have an A and an E out of position. So that's a thing, at the very least. Giant redwood. Yes, indeed. Okay. Catcher. Catcher could be interesting to check out. Let's try that. Catcher. Wow, look at that. Catcher gets us A, T, H, E, R all out of position. Very interesting. Indeed. I will let while we're contemplating this word, race car, we need an H. I will proudly announce to Cassandra Hammerstone that we only had one porn bot infiltration. Clearly asking folks to hit the subscribe button before jumping in is helpful in mitigating most of them, but there are some pesky. I think what happens with some of these bots is they will actually subscribe and hit us and then unsubscribe. I suspect that's what's going on there, and there's not too much I can do with those particular ones. Earthly looks really interesting. E-A-R-T. Oh, but you know what the problem is, Arthur? We looked at H in the 5th spot with Catcher. Wreathy is interesting. Okay, let's try Wreathy. Okay, so Wreathy is not it, but we did lock the, so let's look at this. We've locked the E and the Y, and Y, which we've now come to discover as part of this, in position. with A, T, H, and R out of position. Interesting. So that changes things, because now we're certainly on words that end in Y. Therapy. Oh, that's got to be it, doesn't it? That's got to be the answer, therapy. There we go. It is, in fact, therapy. Outstanding. Well done, Arthur. Well done. Is that ice? Oh, thank you so kindly. I appreciate that. More ginger ale. I was also just getting Cassandra Hammerstone caught up. I was suggesting that the good folks at Canada Dry probably have some money to throw around, and they're welcome to sponsor this broadcast. Look, let's be honest. If they sent me a 6-pack a week, I'd be happy. I wouldn't need any further compensation than that. If I can just, because this stuff is expensive. When are we going to do Quordle? I'll tell you what, Quordle is coming up next, Nate. Let me indulge this out of my system. One more word, and then I promise we'll move on to Quordle. I'm kind of itching to play it too. Tiger's got the same vibe I do. We're going to do one more word. Yeah, all right, Tiger. We haven't done this in a couple weeks, so we'll go a little cuckoo. We're going to do one 8-letter word, champion, before we move on to Quordle tonight. Champion gets us an H and an O out of position. H and O out of position. So while we're contemplating that, again, thank you everyone for who has liked and subscribed. I appreciate that. And it's good to see that a bunch of guys and gals also have an interest in the old retro gaming stuff. As I mentioned earlier on the program, again, for those who just may have gotten here, I posted a video Sunday, kind of a new take on like retro gaming videos from what you see usually on YouTube, kind of storytelling and when I was a kid growing up, and specific Atari thing I was looking for, and it ended on a cliffhanger where I had procured something and it was in the mail, and it has arrived, and we have an unboxing video, and we're going to be debuting it Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Is like a premiere, so I'll be in chat and everything while we watch it. It's gonna be super cool. Appreciate you checking it out. Let's see, hydrogen. Very interesting. You know what? I'm going to try hydrogen here. Hydrogen, a very good guess. It gets us HDROE, all out of position. So there you go. It's an interesting situation. All out of position. You know what? I'm actually going to like... No, thank you, Cassandra. I'm going to like my own video. How's that? Hydrogen, not the answer, but very close. Dethrone. No, because we looked at the N. Offshore won't have the D that we're looking for. Kind of, and you know, I do like to interact with you guys and gals and find out what else you're interested in. I know a while back I was posting some videos of me playing poker. I'm not sure if you guys were into that or not. The World Series of Poker is actually happening over the next set of weeks in Las Vegas. My schedule is not going to permit me being able to go out this year. Hopefully next year. Not to mention a little trepidatious about that, as a bunch of folks have been kind of gotten a little sick going out there, so being a little bit careful about that. Forehead looks very interesting. I think I'm gonna take Tim Pending Doom's advice. Forehead. Ooh, very close. We're getting super close on this. Forehead gets me 4 letters locked in, F, E, H, and D, with O, R, and E still out of position. We obviously have a double E here. Interesting. And no A, that's right. Freehold. Freehold is compelling. That may be it, actually. Yeah, that was a goof. We goofed on that one. Missed the lack of A before putting forehead in. But nonetheless, it got us very close to freehold, which was ultimately the answer. So I'll consider that okay. So freehold it is. Excellent, excellent. All right, it's that time. It is time to move along here and get ourselves into Quordle. Now, for those who are new to the show, we explained what the gauntlet was, formerly known as Hurdle. Obviously, we are all kind of familiar with the Wordle stuff. Quordle, for those who are just joining us for the first time tonight, is playing, best described as playing 4 Wordles at the same time. So we will have an opener, and that opener applies to all 4 boards, but they will be unique puzzles, but the same guess applies to all 4 boards. It'll make a lot of sense as you watch the first one. It'll make a lot of sense, and we'll have some fun with it. I have a few suggestions already up here. I see AFFE SWE 2468. How about I just call you 2468 for short? With affection. Suggested grape and sting. So why not? Let's try grape and sting. So we'll typically do a couple words as an opener. So as you can see here, by doing grape and sting, you'll see the results on the different puzzles. I feel like the most compelling right off the bat is the upper right. By process of elimination, we know it is SPA blank E. So spade feels like the most obvious answer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure spade is going to be the upper right. So we're just going to give that a go and see if we can just eliminate that. We can. There we go. So 1 down, 3 to go. Looking up at the upper left, the P has to be in the first or the last position. I see primo, and I got to tell you, I like primo here. There's a few different things it could be, right? Primo could be the word prick. It could be the word, there's a few different things it could be, right? So I'm wondering if I want to jump into that guess right away. I see, yeah, there's a few different possibilities for that upper left. Elder for the lower right. Crimp. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. So it almost feels to me could also be privy. I feel like what I would be looking to do here is maybe just doing an evaluation word to try and get a little more color behind this. Let me see if I can come up with a good 5 unique letter evaluation word, if I can get one. Let's see. Screw. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities, right? So I think that a let me just see here. Mayor. Let's see. What do we have? I'm fixated for some reason, maybe irrationally, on the C as the starting letter of my proverbial evaluation word. WOMBY. Interesting. Oh, block. You know what? I'm going to go with block. BLOCK. That gets me 5 original letters. Okay, so block got me a little bit. It did get me a C. Oh, what's interesting here in that upper left. So now I'm looking at crimp. Because there is a C and there is a P. And I don't, in the C can't be in the 4th spot. So prick is eliminated. PRI blank C is not something that sounds right to me. So CRI blank P fits in crimp, makes a lot of sense here. So I think I'm actually going to go with crimp on the... I feel like it has to be. Yep, it is. It is. And so now we can look at... I'm seeing elder being screamed at me. Fair enough. Everyone wants elder on the lower right. And that does seem to make a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, elder does make a lot of sense on the lower right. Let's give that a go real quick. There it is. Now, a lot of people saying shrew or screw on the lower left. However, we put E and R in position. So now we're at S blank blank ER. Sewer or sever. How about shear? I'll throw in three possibilities: shear, SHEER, sewer, sever. So we got three possibilities here. Now, narrowing it down, I feel like sewer or sever at least rules out shear, so it gets us to a 50-50. So between sewer and sever, I feel like I've seen more sever than sewer in the suggestions, so I'm going to go with sever. Talking it out, always a good thing. Is it sever? It's not sever, but as you can see here with two guesses left, it pretty much has to be sewer. There's no other possibilities here. So sewer it is. And there we go. A nice 5386. Impressive Quordle. Well done. Good stuff with everyone here. We are all kind of firing on all cylinders tonight, which is good to see. I love to see it. You love to see it, folks. Let's do another game. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I know there was a couple other suggestions when we started, so give me a second here. I see Chroma had asked for Solar Guide Nymph. We'll do that one next. Solar Guide and Nymph. Interesting opener. Okay, hang on to that. Solar Glide and Nymph gets us a bunch of different possibilities here. So starting in no particular order, upper left, we have an S in position with an ORN out of position. I wonder about Scorn on that one. Upper right, I see G in position, ALY out of position. Not sure about that one. We have lower left, A in position, OL out of position. Lower right, A in position, GE out of position. Galley for number 2. Yeah, could be. I feel like here's what I think I want to do here, right? I love Scorn in the upper left. I also am open to the idea of doing an evaluation word with at least the C in it. I have... let's see. We could do... I'm looking to see if there's other letters that I need some position information on. Galley won't work. How about we do... We'll get 4 letters. We'll get 4 unique letters. I'm going to do the word cruft, CRUFT. It'll get me 4, but they're 4 good letters, and I think it'll at least knock out the upper left if it's Scorn. So we're going to try cruft. Oh, look at what we've got here. Okay. Well, we did get the answer to the upper left. It just wasn't Scorn, and there was no C. We got snort on the upper left. Based on the unscramble of NOR, that's pretty clearly snort, so we'll just take that off the board. And now let's see. I'm looking at begat as a suggestion for the lower right because we have A and T locked in with E and G out of position. That actually looks really good. Gaily, Gayly, on the upper right. Also looking good. We also, on the lower left, have an A locked in position with FONL out of position. So we'll have that to look at as well. I think of all of these suggestions, begat is the most compelling to me from what I'm seeing. So I think I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to go with begat. There it is. We got it. We did not light up a B anywhere else, nor did we really get too much. No, we didn't get any additional information, sadly. We have 2 puzzles left. We have, for all intents and purposes, 1 evaluation word left. Tim Penning Doom suggesting Offal, Offal, in the lower left. Also seeing the suggestion for the word float. Unfortunately, that won't work because of glide looked at L in the second position. Focal also won't work because we looked at O in the second position for solar. So, yeah, I mean, awful, OFFAL looks really good, actually. I think we kind of have to go with that. As unusual a word as it is, in fact, the answer. So there we go. I'm getting a definition of offal. It's something about a liver and the heart and the intestines. Okay, when you cook the insides of something. Gaily, I do believe that is correct. Yes, I am on board with the word gaily. I believe that's going to be it. There it is. Another good Quordle. A 5876, as they say in the business. Good stuff. Okay. We have another opener. Let me go back and see. It was what? Was it plain frost humid? I believe it was plain frost humid, if I recall correctly. Cameron Murphy. Cameron, welcome to the chat. I don't think I greeted you. Sorry about that. But I think we're going with plain frost humid next. Plain frost humid, which gets us a little bit on every board. The upper right has an A locked in with M, R, and E out of position. Interesting. Hey, Fallen. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great week so far. Piety for the lower left is very interesting to me. Speak for number 1. Rearm for 2. A lot of interesting decisions there, huh? Yeah. Let's try piety. That was the guess that just felt really good to me. There it is. Look at that. Thank you, Burnt. Piety was a good guess there, and lit up any number of things on the other puzzles. Most notably, on the lower right, we have I, T, and Y all in position, and there's a D in the first or the third spot. I feel like it has to be in the first spot. And yeah, Diddy. Yeah, I think we're quickly getting a consensus on Diddy. I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, speaking to me. Okay, we will jump to that in a second. Diddy, it is. Going back to that upper left. Yeah, speak makes a lot of sense here. I think we're just going to go with that. Boy, Burnt just kind of like came out here and just busted all the answers out. There you go. And I guess we might as well go and try and run the table with rearm, right? Wow, look at that. A 6-7-4-5. Let me go back here. Burnt called out in 3 successive chat messages Piety, Speak, and Rearm very early in the puzzle. And then 2 messages later called out Diddy. So I will say, Burnt, you get the MVP on that one. You knocked it out very quickly. So there you go. Well done. Very well done. Let's see. What do we have here? I'm looking through my suggestion list here. Cassandra Hammerstone, did we have another one I was waiting on? That's okay. Oh, we just did Plain Frost and Humid. That was... Oh, okay. No worries. Oh, Nate plays Water, Blind, and Smug's Opener. Okay, we could do that. And then, Fallen, we will do your suggestion after. Water, Blind, and Smugs. All right. That gets us a lot of interesting situations here. I feel like... the lower right, we have the S and I locked in, T and E out of position. Spite immediately comes to mind. It's not Smite, obviously. I feel like it's gotta be Spite. I'm just going with. Sometimes I just go with it, as it feels right. So there it is. Spite feels right apparently today. Okay. Upper left, I have I locked in. I have D, E, and T all out of position. I was going to say deity, but we looked at the T in the 4th spot for Spite. Arthur Clay says Edict. I like Edict a lot, actually. I feel like I'm going to go right. Let's just go right to Edict. There it is. Wow. We're moving quickly today on the Quordles. Moving quickly. 2468 Metro, seconded by Little Pigeons for that lower left, and it fits. Will it ship? Yes, it does. Wow. I am this is exciting. We're just crushing it today. So we're left here with the upper right, Ethic. Yeah, that fits as well, doesn't it? All right, let's try Arthur's suggestion of Ethic. Look at that. 5764. One of the better ones we've done in a while. Fantastic. Very well played, everyone. Very well played. Very good stuff. So that's that one. Fallen has suggested Crane, Mouth, and Flips. And let's accommodate that request. Crane, Mouth, and Flips. Crane, Mouth, and Flips gets us a little bit on each board. A little bit on each board. We are crushing it tonight. Humor jokes and burnt roast fried. Okay, I'll tell you, we'll do those two. We'll do those two after this before we move on to Octordle. So let's close the opener suggestions. We've got two more after this. We'll do humor jokes and burnt roast fired. But having said that, let's take a look and see what we've got here. I see a suggestion for stray on the upper left. Start. We looked at the A in the third spot. But I do like stray quite a bit. I think we're going to go with stray. There it is. Look at that. Woo. Okay. So now we have what's going to be almost certainly SHA blank Y. So that could be a 50-50. Shaky, shady. So that's going to be a 50-50. We have an R in position with a T and an E out of position on the lower left. Interesting. And then we have ITE out of position on the lower right. Let me look and see what we've got here on our suggestions here. So we know shady. We know shady and shaky are the 50-50. Beret for the third, for the lower left, is interesting. A bidet on the lower right. Debit on the lower right. So it's kind of like there's a few different possibilities there, right? I do like either bidet or debit because they get the D and the B looked at. I'm going to try debit. Look at that. Wow. Very lucky guess because there was a few possibilities there. And we just pulled debit right out. ERT. So there, that also makes me think that beret was in fact the answer. There it is. And now we're down to a 50-50. Shaky or shady. What say you, audience? Shaky or shady? Where do you stand on the... actually, no, it's shaky because the D is ruled out. There is no 50-50, folks. There is no. It's shaky. I just noticed that. There it is. 4765. Outstanding. Yeah, I mean, this is one of our better Quordle weeks in quite a long time. And we have two more to go. Humor Jokes Tiger suggestion is next. Let's give that a go. Humor Jokes. And yes, there's some duplication. This is, I think, meant to be a bit of a tricky one or a challenging one, but we do have H and O in position on the upper left with an R either in the third or the fourth spot. We have an S locked in the upper right with an H and E out of position. And E and R on the bottom puzzles. So there you go. Let me see if we can get down here. After just need to go. Oh, okay. Burnt, thank you for joining us as always. Do appreciate you coming out. Let everyone know Burnt also has a YouTube channel, by the way. If you want to check out Burnt plays Wordle and word games. So check out Burnt's channel. Hoodie top left. Maybe. No, hoodie. There's an R in that puzzle somewhere. So we have that to work with. I feel like it's time to do an evaluation word, actually. In all honesty. I'm going to do one. I'm going to go and do... Let's see. We're going to do... I'm going to do fancy. Fancy. Let's do an evaluation word. Fancy gets me a little bit everywhere, right? It changes the nature of this a little bit. It makes me think chess on the upper left, and Burnt has suggested a few times, and now I'm fully on board with trying chess. There we go. Chess indeed. Very good. What else do we have here? Bread bottom left. Possibly. I mean, I would get the B and the D looked at. I don't dislike that. What do we have for bread? No, we didn't get bread. But we did fill in a D on that lower left. And so we got a little bit more progress around the board here. Oh, we got Horde on the upper left. That one actually got filled in for us. So that's good. And then on the lower left, now we have R and A locked in. We know that we have to put the D and the E somewhere. I feel like it's probably going to be RADE, so that would be grade. What are you guys thinking? I'm seeing drape, and I also see grade, so there's a few possibilities here. RAC, also on the lower right. So, yeah. Trace or Grace? Yeah. Trying to decide if I want to do... Trying to decide if there's enough going on here to justify an evaluation word. Let me think here. If we did... So hear me out. Hear me out. If we did the word light as an evaluation word, we would almost certainly solve the lower right, and we may well get the lower left as well in terms of figuring it out. Oh, drawn. No, because we looked at the N in fancy. I think that at the risk of possibly embarrassing myself, I am going to try 4 distinct letters here. Light is an evaluation. That gets me G, so that gives me Grace. And now oh, look at that. Grace and grade. So that did get us where we needed to go. That is exactly where we needed to go, albeit right in the nick of time. Okay. I've seen this happen in Quordle on more than one occasion, where you'd have 2 words in the same Quordle that were like 1 letter off from each other. This is not the first time we've seen this. It's caused some excitement in daily Quordle episodes gone by. If you don't watch my daily Quordle episodes and you enjoy Quordle, I mean, there's a playlist over 100 episodes. You can spend all night tonight binging that. I will say that I think at this point, with 150 episodes of Wordle and well over 100 of Quordle, it is bingeable. So there you go. Okay, let me just find that last one that was after Tiger, who had suggested humor jokes. Give me one moment. Where was it? Burnt roast fired. That was going to be the last one. Burnt roast fired. Okay. All right, last one before we move on to Octordle. Burnt roast fired. Burnt roast fired. Okay. Burnt roast fired. Wow, didn't get us a whole heck of a lot, I got to be honest with you. Ooh, boy, oh boy. Oh, my goodness. Okay. What do I do next? There's going to be here at least one word with a strong Y presence in the lower right. We know that. Place gets me a little bit of e-eval, indeed. It gets me PLC looked at. So I do get that. Pushy bottom left. Let's see. Let me see. So I understand place. There's also the possibility of doing clamp. Now, granted, it's not going to get me the E intel, but I like the idea of getting 4 consonants looked at. I think that's a priority right now. I think that's a priority. So I'm going to do an eval of clamp. I think consonants are key. All right, so the good news is we got at least 1 consonant on every puzzle. So a little bit. We got a little bit of good here. We know that there's a Y in the lower right. I'm almost wondering if it's slyly. Boy, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? But we're running out of room to play with. Like, I literally only have 1 more evaluation word before we got to start actually getting them. Whale is being suggested for the upper right. Now that's interesting to me because it gets, if it's not whale, it gets 2 more consonants taken off the board. Yeah, it's not slyly, so it could be shyly, right? If it was slyly, the L would be green. I like whale. I like shyly. Maybe we go with shyly here. But if we go with shyly and it's not right, I don't get a chance to try whale. I don't get a chance to evaluate W and H. And I feel more confident about. I feel very confident about. I feel confident about shyly, and plus, if we do whale, it'll also increase our confidence level, right? Especially if you get that H plugged in with a green. So we're going to do 1 more. We're going to try whale for the upper right. Okay, we got it, and we got the H locked in. We got the L locked in as well. So shyly is clearly going to be the answer here. There it is. Okay. Yeah, whale is what got us the confidence level we were looking for. Honestly. So there you go. So hummus is very interesting. As is hence. Yeah, we have hence is really good. We have one word to work with. Yeah, I think we got to go with hence in the upper left. There it is. Got it. And there, HU. So yeah, hummus, huh? We have 2 guesses, but I'm feeling pretty confident on hummus. There it is. Look at that. 7586. Really good stuff here. Minaj is in Nicki Minaj, right? The pop singer am I correct that Nicki Minaj is a pop singer, right? I believe she's married to Steve Minaj, of the famous part of the famous Minaj family. Yeah, I see. I know my pop culture. I can't get one past me. So that's Quordle. Chroma, we will hold your we'll hold your Quordle. Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna move on to Octordle, but we could open with your suggestion, Chroma. It is time for Octordle. Time for Octordle, where we take the Quordle and we double it. And Chroma is looking for notch, ridge, bumpy, flask. All right. Maybe it's a warm-up because I feel like that's going to get us a lot of information. So let's kind of a warm-up. We'll try notch, ridge, bumpy, flask. All right. So that's our warm-up today. Okay. Wow. Fielder's choice on this one, right? On the 6th puzzle, it's going to be clearly OICE. I feel like that's got to be voice. I can't imagine it being anything other than voice. So let's just take it out. There we go. There was one V. So over on the 3rd, we have, wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, gravy. GRV. How do you unscramble that? Yes, gravy. So that gives rise to gravy. And the second puzzle, it's not funky because we looked at the K. So I think that has to be funny. So I feel like that gives rise to funny. There we go. Let's see. We have another instance of Primo. Primo just seems to come up all the time lately, doesn't it? Primo, there we go. All right, Primo it is. That just recently came up on the Daily Wordle. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see here. Prong on the seventh one also. Yes, this is a fun little, like, lighthearted opener. I think the benefit of using the Notch Ridge Bumpy Flask is we got pretty much everything off the board except for like V and a few obscure letters. So we opened it with a fairly straightforward one here. Let's see. So unlit, or until. I feel like it can be until. I feel almost like that's maybe. Oh no! I am so sorry for doubting you, Burnt. It is in fact unlit, and now we have to be careful. We have 3 guesses left and 3 words, so we'll take we'll spell it correctly. How's that? Unlit. Now we do have to knock out these two, the 5th and the 8th. I am seeing the suggestion for swill on the 8th. And layer. We do have all 5 letters. Yeah, I think everyone is good with layer. I am as well. There we go. And now swill. Okay, well, it needs to be swill. Is it swill? There it is. It's swill. Ooh, it was a close call. Bit of a close call, but we got there. Fun little opener there. There you go. Very fun little opener. Everything's coming up primo. Yeah, that was the Wordle. And I remember there was it was a fun one. Definitely. All right. Let's get another Octordle going. Let's see. What do we have for our openers here? See if I missed something. Who's got an opener who has not given us an opener yet? Do we have we have a first-time opener here, like in talk radio, first-time caller. All right, Burnt, take care, my friend. See you next time. Brandon, bread and crumb. I like that. We'll try that. Cyrus, can we start with Miley and Cyrus? Alien and Taurus. Okay, I've got a couple here. I'm gonna do Brandon's bread and crumb, then Alien and Taurus. That sounds really cool. All right, bread and crumb, then Alien and Taurus. Bread, crumb. Okay, bread and crumb didn't immediately reveal anything for us. I feel like, you know what, I'm going to put a third word in, ghost, underneath it for some eval. That seems to have helped out a bit. Let's see. Do we have any good leads here? Cloth. No, we have the H locked in, so it's a CH word. Chill. Chick. These are all good. rigid at the end on the eighth. Grind or rigid. I like the idea of... No, well, grind won't work because we looked at the G in the first spot. But I like the idea of finding something that gives us an excuse to look at I and N. Karma looks good on the third one. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to try chill because I do like the idea of getting I and L out there. Okay, so not chill, but we did get some help with the I and the L, and we have CHIL blank. Really? Oh, chili. It's got to be chili, right? Yeah, it has to be chili. Has to be chili. We also have other. O-T-H-E-R. Yeah, there's no other spelling there. So let's take the easy one, other. Okay. I feel like I do want to take chili because I'm going to get a lot of eye intel on 3 different puzzles. So we'll take chili. Didn't lock any eyes in green, but we did find out that now we've got 2 eyes on the 8th puzzle. So that implies, that implies rigid, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's got to be rigid. There we go. Oh, and that locks in eyes on 6 and 7, so that was actually a great turn of events for us. Okay. Let's see. The R in the third puzzle has to be in the third spot. Let me catch up with chat. Chat's ahead of me here. My goodness. Let me see what we got here. Smoke. Smoke makes a lot of sense. David, I like smoke here. Let's try that. There we go. And we've got a K in oh, wait a minute. I think we got this one. Karma, huh? Karma. David actually I used David's suggestion of smoke before karma, but it turns out that I could have done karma as well. There you go. Look at that. David is definitely the MVP of this one so far. S blank E blank T on the 5th puzzle. Sweet makes all the sense in the world. Could it be slept? No, because we looked at the L. Spent. I think it's going to be sweet. Yeah, I think we're looking at sweet. And I also like video. Impending Doom, by the way. Video. Yeah, because the O has to be at the end, right? Yeah, it has to be video. Has to be. And then so look, we've got width on the 6th. That's Arthur's suggestion. We're going to work our way back. Bear with me, folks. Here we go. And there's your W. Your W. But here's the thing. So it's not sweet because we've looked at the E in the 4th spot. So it's swept, right? I'm looking through. Yep. 2468 had swept. Yeah, it has to be swept. There it is. It was swept. Indeedy. Okay, cool. Very well done. Let's see here. Alien Taurus. Okay. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. Alien Taurus. Let's try that. Alien Taurus. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Over on the 7th, we have A and U in position. with the T and O out of position. I almost feel like that's about. I feel very good about that being about, to the point where I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, and there we go. And we got it, 2 different B's locked in, so that's good. Over on the 8th puzzle, we have an R locked in, A-L-E out of position. Not sure where width comes in. Possibly an evaluation word. Urban. Yes, that's an unscramble. Urban on the second puzzle. Makes all the sense in the world. We'll go with that. Indeed. Let's see here. Well, I do feel like I'm probably going to do an evaluation word here. I think we could stand to do an evaluation word here. What do I want to choose? I could do my good friend Fudgy. It would get us U and Tell on the first puzzle. FDGY off the board. And, basis for the 6th. Let's see, the B is almost certainly indeed going to be... Yeah, you know what? Basis makes a lot of sense. Tim Pending Doom, I kind of like that. Let's go with that. There it is. Very nicely played. Very nicely played. And then Arthur Clay looking for shoot, C-H-U-T-E. Of course, that gets me C and H to evaluate. And we're ahead of the game enough that I think we could do that. Let's give it a go. No, okay, so it wasn't shoot. But we got the U and E locked in. We've figured the T actually has to be in the second position. It has to be in the second position. That's interesting. Trying to figure out what would make any sense there. E2'd for 1. Yeah. Oh, I see. Early is a suggestion for the 8th puzzle. I like that because we can get some intel on the Y. I think we're going to try early. There it is. All right. Oh, and there's that E. See that? That got us the E for the first puzzle. So, in fact, yeah, I'm sold now on ETUDE. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Which knocks us down to 3 puzzles. The tricky one is going to be that 4th. I have a Y in position and an I in either the first or second spot. Local. Let's see here. Yeah, because the C is not going to be at the end. It has to be in the 3rd spot. Yeah. Could be focal. There's a 50-50 possibility on number 3, but let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at local. It is local. There was no... All right. So no focal there. And... Oh, Chase. Chase spelled itself out like a number of words ago. I just haven't been on the ball on that one. That's fine. Chase it is. And that brings us to a spot where we have 3 guesses. And all we've got is a Y at the end and an I in the first or second spot. I see fizzy. Interesting guess. Fizzy. I do like the idea of, here's what we do get with fizzy. We'll definitely get the position of the I. We'll get the F looked at. I like that. Fizzy may well be it. No, not it, but we locked in that I. And we've taken the F and the Z off the table. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Jiffy. No, we looked at the F. Piggy. Piggy. And Gimpy. You know, what's interesting, we have 2 guesses to work with, and if we do Gimpy, we cover Piggy as a possibility because they'll just be out of position, right? And I think it's down to Piggy and Gimpy. So, I mean, I think it's technically a 50-50, but I'm going to try Gimpy. But I think we've got this in hand here. Yep. Okay, so there we go, right? Yeah, it's Piggy. Yeah. Piggy it is. Look at that. Outstanding. Very good stuff. All right. I think we have time for one more. If you guys have time for one more, I got time for one more. Hello, Carlos. Abril Robles Usana. Thank you for joining us today. Appreciate that. Thank you. One more. Yeah, one more Octordle. One more. And you know what? I am Oaken Ficus. Ooh. Vince with the Oaken Ficus. I was going to pick something, but I am fascinated by Oaken Ficus. Okay, Vince, you have definitely intrigued me. Oaken Ficus it is. Kaleidoscope. How you doing? Good to see you once again. No worries, it's okay. We all have things going on, but thank you for making your presence felt. We missed you. But thanks for saying hello. We definitely look forward to seeing you again next time. Thank you. We will there's more suggestions here. We'll keep these suggestions on file. I got time for 100 more. Okay, what do we have here? Uncut for puzzle 3. It would let us look at the T, right? Everyone seems to want uncut. So, okay, let's give that a go. There it is. It is, in fact, uncut. Fantastic. Snare. Snare fits well, and it lets us evaluate the R. So I'm a fan. There it is. All right. 2 good guesses right out of the box. Okay. And, of course, I'm looking over now at the 8th puzzle, which is clearly Stork. That one kind of revealed itself to us. Stork it is. All right. Very good. The Stork. Okay, yeah, we had all the letters, so it didn't necessarily give me new intel. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is where we could probably do some evaluation. Although I love the idea of grade, right? Because, again, it takes G and D off the board. So, oh no, grade won't work because we looked at the E at the end. That's right. Grade won't work. Sorry. Tripe is good. It takes the P off the board. Yep, I think I'm good with tripe. Nope, not tripe. So tribe. Yeah, it has to be tribe. There's no other possibility there, so we can just take it. Okay. Oh, we picked up 2 words with B, so that's good. Okay. Let me catch up with chat here. Right for 6. No, there's a B in that. There's a B in that. Trite. Trite or tried. Trite feels like I like that. Glyph gets us 4 new letters. We could use some evaluation, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one evaluation word we can do. But I do like taking 4 letters off the table. Bread for 6. B-R-E-A-D. Bread actually makes a lot of sense for 6, huh? Yeah, let's go with bread. And it takes the D off the table. There it is. Okay. And we did get a D in that elusive second puzzle, so I'm liking that. Okay. Let's see here. I-D-Y-L-L. Ooh, that's interesting. Now, because we got bread, now we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have, now glyph might be interesting here, because it will probably, yeah, you know what? I'm sold on glyph here. I'm sold on the eval here. We're going to take our one free word and do that. Yeah, look at that. And that unlocked I-D-Y-L-L, to be sure. Wow. Yep. Oh, but before we do that, over here on the 5th puzzle, we have bulge, which is a very simple unscramble. So we'll take, oh no. Oh, no, that's on me. Bulge and bugle. We lost the 50-50. Oh, man, that's on me. I take the blame for that one. I didn't even think of bugle. That's gonna make it impossible to get a win here. But let's take the ones that we're very strongly feeling idle was in fact right. Yeah. Oh, man, I feel sorry. I am so sorry, everyone. What do we think about the 4th puzzle? Is it whose? W-H-O-S-E? I feel like that's probably it. Trite. So, whose? We know this is obviously bugle and trite. Let's take trite out. Yeah, it was trite. And again, we know this one, so I'm not going to worry about bugle. We think it was probably going to be whose. Yeah, that's got to be it, right? There it is. So this Octordle got the best of us. Well, he got the best of me. I'm not I'm not sharing the blame with anyone. That was on me. No, Brandon, you didn't do anything wrong. I was looking for an excuse to do an evaluation word in that spot as well, and that was probably the best possible evaluation word we could have come up with. So no, there's no blame there. But there we go. Very close on that one. We went, let's see, 3-1 on the Octordles tonight. So it's all good. We had a good time. And folks, that, I'm afraid, is going to be it for tonight for Word Game Wednesday. We are at time, but I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming out and hanging out in the chat. It's always a lot of fun. And everyone that's watching, if you choose not to chat, that's okay too. For those who have been kind of lurking, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It will help us immensely, and we do super appreciate it. Of course, I have the daily Wordle and the daily Quordle videos each and every day. We have some bonus content, once or twice a week, some hard word challenge videos. And of course, we're also getting into retro gaming, the Reclaiming Retro series. And again, I'll ask Epic Penguin, please don't unsubscribe. I beg of you to forgive me for my goof. Please check that out. Sunday night, we posted the first Reclaiming Retro video, and it's a cliffhanger, and we will resolve it this Friday. at 5 p.m. Eastern Time with a premiere. Hope you enjoy it. We will do some more of the Reclaiming Retro videos in the future. I have a few ideas in mind. We're going to start filming them shortly, and hope it'll be fun. So, why do you do daily Quordle but not Octordle? Here's the thing. My sense is that Quordle is like the second most popular game behind Wordle in that genre. Octordle is a lot of fun. There's only so many hours in the day for me to record videos, and I also don't want to be the guy that you subscribe to me and I flood your timeline with like 20 videos a day. I know that I have channels like that, so I'm trying to keep a happy medium between giving a lot of content, but not so much that it's just overwhelming. There you go. Maybe at some point in the future, maybe we change things up and maybe do Quordle a couple times a week and Octordle a couple times a week. There is definitely some room for thinking about changing it up a little bit. And I'm very much open to comments and suggestions. Do not be afraid to let me know what you'd like to see, and we will take it all under advisement. So there you go. On behalf of Cassandra Hammerstone, our executive producer, I would like to again thank you guys for coming out. Again, I hope you join us Friday at 5 Eastern Time for the Atari Reclaiming Retro finale of that video. And of course, next Wednesday, right here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for more word game fun. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time.